All right, something tells me one Joseph Lieberman doesn't quite concur. He joins me right now, the No Labels founding chairman, the 2000 Democratic vice presidential nominee. Senator, always good to see you. What Messina is essentially saying is what you're behind and the effort you're leading is a waste of time and will only help, in this case, Donald Trump. What do you say?
Well, I laugh when Neil, first good to be with you again. I laugh when I hear Jim Messina because we're not the problem. I mean, we've said very clearly that we're looking at running a bipartisan unity ticket because the American people are so fed up with the two parties and don't want to choose between Trump and Biden again at historic levels. But why the Democrats are turning their fire on No Labels and not looking at the problem they have with President Biden running for re-election, I don't get, because really, if you look at the polling, real clear politics average, Trump is further ahead of Biden than he's ever been for next year's election, and he's beating him in 5 of the 6 swing states. So No Labels does not present the threat to re-electing, the greatest threat to re-electing President Trump. The greatest threat, I'm afraid, is from my old friend Joe Biden, who is this year just not selling what the American people want to buy. And I think the Democrats would be better to deal with that rather than slashing away at No Labels.
Well, it depends on who's on that No Labels ticket. Obviously, you go for the top of the ticket being one party, the other party. There have been a host of names mentioned. Joe Manchin gets mentioned a lot. Even, Mitt Romney, a part of a ticket there, a fusion ticket. But again, his point, that is Messina's point and others, is, some third-party candidates have garnered a great percentage of the vote. Ross Perot in 1992, 19%, didn't get a single electoral vote. So there is that. What do you think?
Well, that was pretty good that Perot got 19%. See, we think the current system for the Electoral College, although I'm not a big fan of it based on my experience in 2000, is that, most of the states have winner-take-all Electoral College votes. So just think about it. If we run a strong bipartisan ticket and it gets more than a third of the vote, we're probably going to carry, in a state, we're probably going to carry the electoral votes in that state and have an opportunity to either elect our ticket or affect who is elected and who comes out of the Electoral College. So look, we're very well aware that, as we talked about last time I was on, Neil, the third-party candidate for president that won was Abraham Lincoln. That's a long time ago.
No, you're right. But I remember covering that race, Senator, and he defied, the Republican Party was a new emerging party. You're right. But that is unusual. That's what you hear. It's unusual.
Your coverage was really great.
Thank you.
And I don't know if you remember, because I wasn't prominent, but I was supporting Abe in that campaign, and I'm very proud of it. I already showed a bit of political independence even at that time. This could be the beginning. We could bring back Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner in the 2000-year-old.
All right.
In a political context.
Don't get snippy with me, Senator. But no, I do see your point. One of these days is going to be worth that try. Maybe this is that try.
Well, it is. And here's what we're finding. You got almost half the people today in America who identify themselves as independents, higher than ever before. The Democrats and Republicans are down in the 20s. You've got 65, 70% saying, I don't want to choose again between Trump and Biden. And who could blame them? So right now we're focused on getting on all the ballots we can get on. And we're beginning to talk quietly, individually to potential candidates. I'll tell you this, none of them is saying no. A few are saying maybe, but they all want to wait until next year and see whether it's possible and not be spoilers, which is exactly what No Labels will do.
All right. We'll watch closely. Senator, thank you very much. Always good chatting with you and discussing history and all that stuff.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.